Hi, guys. Welcome to the TDX Podcast. I'm Danny Russo.
And I'm Camille Cower. It's been an amazing week because you just came back from the Bahamas. You want to share a little bit about your new glow up?
I don't know if I would call it the Bahamas. It was a creek and a pontoon boat. And I guess if I close my eyes and drank enough, it could be the Bahamas. But anyway, happy Amazon Prime Day. This is just good lighting and some sun.
It looks good on you, and I'm glad you're getting nice and hydrated too.
I know.
It's hot.
I'm in my Ricky Martin era. She bangs. Oh, baby, she grooves.
Living la vida loca.
Yeah,
no, okay, for all the young people who just aged out. They're like, and scene. All right, now we have all the millennials and the boomers hanging out with us.
Yeah.
So when we were talking off air, we were kind of talking about some of the different like pitfalls and challenges of being a designer, being someone that owns their own business. And I jokingly say that you like to collect broken birds, but I also want to say there's a old fashioned way, Captain say the rest. Share a little bit about how you end up in these situations and how you get out of them. Because I think a lot of people, when they shine really brightly, it brings in sometimes good people who help that sunlight keep going, but it also brings in people who want to dim that light or steal it for themselves.
Correct. And I have been referring to a few of them as God's little grifter because they claim to be Christian, but I've had a few come in and out of my life. And I'm always so nice to people, and I just want to help people. I want to see them shine. Apparently, they think that they can do what I do. And I mean, I broke rule number 1 in business school back in 2008, which was never have a business partner. And the business partner that I started my company with, I thought he was a designer. I thought he knew what he was doing, and come to find out he had no freaking clue what he was doing. So he was more of a dolly decorator, and he would just say, put this wallpaper on the wall. Didn't think about what kind of backing it needed, what kind of glue to use, whether it can stick to a wall. And I ended up learning the science behind everything. And that was one that came in, that was one of the first when it came into my career. But then I've had people come in and out. After COVID, it felt like this was a carousel where I don't know who was getting on, who was getting off. But I finally got the right team in place. But my recommendation to people is never let other people take advantage of you. And my God, people can fool you, but when they show you who they are, believe them.
Facts.
Yeah.
My aunt, she actually is a judge. So hi, Aunt Sophia. She did a video once during COVID, and she does like district court. And she made a point of saying sometimes, to go to the religious factor, God will send you people, and it'll start off as maybe a scalpel, then it might be a sledgehammer, and then it might be like a hurricane. I don't remember the exact analogy, but like it's almost as if you have to learn to cut these people out, like precisely, like exclusively, like with the scalpel, like simple. And if that doesn't teach you a lesson, then he sends you a bigger one and a bigger one, because you have to learn to make those boundaries to realize those boundaries.
Boundary setting is a big thing. So I've been doing that recently, and it's working out very well. But I do believe in God. I was raised Roman Catholic, and I also believe in the universe. So I do believe that God puts people into your life for a reason, and he also removes them from your life for a reason. And it might be to teach you a lesson. And I also think that the universe works in mysterious ways. And what the universe gives you, or you give it, I don't know, one or the other. Karma. Yeah. I believe in that, I guess. So I'm too nice to people. But if they're listening, they are.
Yeah, I mean, I think you never want to change who you are based on the bad people that do things to you, because the right people will deserve it. And Absolutely. They just weren't the right people. And because we met, I was dealing with a scammer. And it was like,
we're going there. Are we going there?
Well, we're going very surface level, because I'm not trying to get sued. But at the same time, like, it was a matter of like, just like with your story, I didn't feel confident enough to do things on my own. I felt I needed someone else to kind of break open the doors, break open those barriers, especially being a woman and being a Black woman at that. I felt like certain doors wouldn't be open to me without a male or somebody else that could help make it a more even playing field for me. And then realize I didn't need any of that. I just needed my own talents, my own gifts, my own confidence, and just believing in myself.
Confidence comes with age. And we also have a saying in my house, confidence comes from competence. So if you're going to be confident, you better be competent. And I kind of live by that, because there's designers that are really cocky and they're like, oh, I'm this, I did this, I'm in this, I'm in that. Okay. But do you know how to do these things? Like, I work alongside my contractors to learn and see what they do. I would never want to be a contractor. I know that I shouldn't be. And I just know things, but just because I see things doesn't mean I can do them. But again, confidence comes from competence. And we're working on a really huge project right now that most people would be afraid to do. And I'm jumping in, feet first, head first. I'm diving in, and it's a historic building, and I whipped out my historic building code, and I'm reading up on that. Just some light reading at night.
Well, I have had the privy of seeing some of the before pictures. I feel like you're doing more of a very calculated dive, but it's
I do my homework on my clients. So they do their homework when they're hiring a designer or their contractor. I hope they do, but I do my homework on my clients, and I just dug deep into this building and found things. And we can't talk about it yet, but you guys will get to see it. And you've been privileged enough to see the some of the backdrop today of me crawling through holes, and there may or may not have been a dead body. I didn't go that far. Once I saw what I saw, I thought it was wise that I stopped where I was and came back.
Well, I'm pretty sure they would have to disclose, full disclosure, if there was any bodies in it, but I'm sure.
There were lots of flies. I shouldn't have been where I was, number one. And I did sneak through two-way things to get to where I was in this building. I didn't go all the way in, but yeah, I'm not. I know nothing about nothing.
Stop incriminating yourself. Plead the fifth. I just said my aunt's a judge. He doesn't work in your area.
Is her name Judy?
I wish. Do you know that lady makes like $80,000 an episode, or $800,000 an episode?
I know. She reminds me she looks like my grandmother, to tell you the truth.
Now I want to see pictures of your grandma. So you mentioned something that was very interesting to me. Like you said, as you do your homework about your clients, but what kind of homework do you think that clients should do before hiring a designer?
They should look at the designer's work, number one. They should pull their ideas together, number two, and collect inspiration, whether it's pictures. It used to be magazines back in the day, and we called them shelter magazines. I don't know of anybody that reads magazines. I still get them, and I have a stack of them, and I'll flip through them really quick. But back in the day, clients used to hand us tear sheets out of pages of magazines, and they would say that they like this. These days, a lot of clients will send us Pinterest boards, or they'll tell us a style that they like, and we go off of that. Now, I just saw something that I think I sent to you last night, is people will go and hire a contractor, and then they think they're going to hire a designer. Well, they've gone and got the contractor, and they are getting an estimate from the contractor, but they don't have a design in place. And without a good design, the project is useless, and no one can bid a project out until they have a design plan in place. So when you hire a designer, you hire us, and then you bid your project out, because that's where the editing process comes in. And that's why most projects end up going over budget, is because people are doing the process backwards. So what I preach and what I always say is bring in the designer as soon as you can. The minute you think you are going to need a designer, call one and get one. And then we get the contractor. So that's a mistake that a lot of people make. But for inspiration, like I said, we used to get tear sheets from magazines. A lot of people have been sending us house boards, Pinterest boards. Some people don't know what they like, and I have to literally interview them, and I have an extensive process, and I have an odd talent of being able to pull out of somebody's head what they actually want. I had a client the other day that we're working on right now. We're actually supposed to be there installing right now, but she told me that she liked black, and she wanted black this, black that. And after talking to her more and more, she didn't want black at all. She wanted everything light, airy, and pink. And thank God, like, I waited to like nail her down on everything, and the design completely changed. But most designers wouldn't spend the amount of time or have the talent to be able to interpret what's in somebody's head. They'll literally take, oh, she said she likes this. Okay, we'll do this like this. But I don't think that's not how it works, period.
Yeah. Now, how do you handle like creative burnout or like even unreasonable expectations from clients? Like you said, like she initially said she wanted black and then came to soft pink. Like, how do you not get frustrated and just want to pull all your hair out? Because you have a lot of hair on your head.
So there's no such thing as an easy client. And I remember when I was younger, a client got mad because I said that they were difficult. And I said it to their hairdresser, and the hairdresser said it to the client. And the client was mad that I said that. Well, this is a business where all clients are difficult. And it's not a bad thing. Like, they're supposed to be difficult. This is not an easy job. If this was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everything is difficult. Like, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize. So dealing with it for me, I mean, I'm part therapist. I'm part designer. I'm part marriage counselor. I am
hostage negotiator.
I am the Dan of all trades. I know. Hostage negotiator.
Well, I said yesterday, I was like, you're like the ringleader, but I love Britney Spears, so it was more about
the ringleader of chaos.
Fair. And we're the circus. And you have to deal with clowns and fires and elephants. And
I think I said to you, you said you're putting out fires all the time. And I go, yeah, I guess I'm also an arsonist because the fires I've started and I've created because they're my projects. And a lot of times I got feedback from a client recently, and their feedback was that they wish that I would have been on site more to monitor the contractors. That was great feedback, but it wasn't actually realistic for me to be there. And I would like to do everything in one day, but keeping everybody's calendar on task and having an office running smoothly with employees is not exactly easy. And we've been short staffed. So I was grateful for the feedback. And I do try to be there to monitor my contracts and keep everything going according to the process that I've learned off of and trained for years.
Yeah, but you also hire the best of the best. So it's also a matter of like when you hire Michelangelo to paint, you don't just sit there and micromanage him to some extent too.
True. And the hardest thing to do is when you're doing a renovation and the client's living in the house, because they're watching something unfold and they're going to see like a painting doesn't look good until it's finished. So you're watching an unfinished piece of art evolve. And it's not going to make any sense to a person until it's completely done. So a lot of it is educating the client on expectations, and how many times I've had to just explain to them, please just wait until we're done, watch and see. And they're always like, oh my God, I can't believe that this came out like this. And you've seen my reviews, you've seen my clients' video reviews. And usually when I go back to a project years later, I walk in, I'm still like, oh my God, I did this. I'm like, I'm like impressed with my own work, but like you're sitting in a client's living room right now, and that's one of the last Kate Spade rugs that she designed before she passed away. And those chairs, those lamps are from my first collection. The pieces of art are from Jackie Von Tobel. Mirrors from our friends at the Phillips collection.
I'm trying to dodge around like a ninja, or I feel like little Kim dancing.
Actually, those pillows that are on that sofa are on the sofa behind me.
Oh, your pillows get around.
Yeah.
And they have the Botox.
Yeah.
I love saying the Botox. I don't know why. I guess because it is the main event sometimes. But also, what do you do, I guess, what's your self-care? Because everybody's always talking about life balance. And sometimes it's kind of hard to do that when you have a project that's so on demand and so many different lanes coming at the same time, like your air traffic controlling. How do you go about calming the noise and taking care of Danny?
I do not know how to answer that question. Can you ask me in 3 weeks?
Because you were just on a boat.
Yes, we were at a team building session. We took last week off for the 4th of July and we went on a boat, and that was very fun and relaxing. And then we had people over. But I've just this month have been able to take some time to myself because I've been short staffed and waiting for the exact team members to graduate and they're become available to me full time so that I can now have a life. But it's been nonstop since COVID. And we've been running around like crazy, and it's the busiest we've ever been. And staffing was short, materials were short. I feel like I was designing on a unicycle with a straitjacket on while balancing a barbell in my mouth on the sun.
You're like, that was on fire.
Uh-huh. And that's what the last 4 years of my life have felt like. And it's finally calming down right now. But I mean, there's days where I have to have a Danny day and it's no communication whatsoever, no phone, no light. It's me in a dark room. The air conditioner set at 64. Like by Thursday, I'm burnt out of questions and people will start, even even Fred will be like starting to ask me questions. What do you want? What do you want for dinner? I answer so many questions. If you keep I will just shut down.
You're like, I've met my quota.
No more questions. And I go, I'll just stop people. Like, don't ask me a question. And if you can't figure out the answer, don't call me. But that's usually toward the end of the week, or if I've had a very stressful couple.
And that explains our hours of Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're off.
Yes. And I'm very big into promoting 4-day work weeks, and my staff gets them. I unfortunately typically don't, but I'll take some time off in the day. We'll leave here at about 3-4 o'clock. Today at 4:45, I'm going to go get micro needling, RF something on my neck. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm going to get into self-care, and I would love to go to the gym, and keep saying I'm going to start, and I'm hoping to get there next week. It's really hard to find time. There's no such thing as work-life balance. Let's just be honest. It's not real. My life is, I eat, sleep, and breathe interior design.
Not since this device right here was made. Not since the smartphone, because it's hard to turn it off. It's hard not to notice when the notifications come on. Once you're in that, I mean, like right now I have urgent on my phone. It's not urgent to me. It's urgent to you. But I'm also urgent? Like, today's my Friday, so enjoy. I'm going to the beach this week. So
that's right.
My time balance. So I'm like, nope, whatever happens, it'll be there Monday.
Yeah, my phone goes off at, I think I have it set to do not disturb between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you have one phone. I have 3 phones, and one phone has 2 lines. So that's 5 phones. Yeah, I'm trying to be less, and I'm trying to delegate better. And that's something I have to work on myself. So I'm always working on myself, and I'm always improving. One Botox appointment at a time.
That's what I was going to say. Speaking of that, you never look like it because you take good care of yourself. Even if you don't make it to the gym, you at least look like you do.
Thank God there's a jeweler and a Botox clinic right at the corner of my condo. Right after this, I'm going to pick up a new pair of black diamonds and get my neck done.
To live your life as Danny. Well, this has been a wonderful podcast, but I have to do some rapid fire questions for you real quick before I let you go.
I love these.
Okay. So here we go.
Okay.
What's the biggest red flag in a designer's Instagram feed?
Monochromatic. Everything's the same. Everything looks the same. And it's just like, oh, look, I have cream and ivory, eat, laugh, love, and everything's cream, ivory, and blush, and that.
Yeah, I was going to say that it's dated. Have you ever caught someone faking invoices or quoting fake vendors?
Absolutely.
Oh, one word that describes a fake influencer.
One word that describes a fake influencer.
Desperate.
Kardashian?
What's more damaging, bad taste or bad ethics?
Bad
I
ethics.
say bad ethics.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can learn taste, you can get style, you can best things that can still be taught
I don't know.
to some extent,
Taste
or at least
can't
maybe
be
you're married to
taught.
somebody that has it for you.
Yeah.
What's your go-to line when a client hands you
Taste
a
can't
picture?
be, wait. Taste can't be taught. Taste can be bought.
Ooh, I'm coining
Put
I'm gonna
that down.
on a
Put that
shirt.
down for the book.
Look, I'm putting that down for a shirt.
Okay.
Just kidding. What does creative burnout look like for you, and how do you bounce back? That's more
Oh,
than
when I've looked at like so many light fixtures that they all look the same. At a high point market where every chair just starts looking the same, and I have to I can't look at chairs anymore. And
so
I
there
have
is
to
such a thing as interior
yeah.
designer block.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Every chair will start looking the same. Every sofa starts looking the same. And it's like you've seen every light fixture in the world. And then, yeah, I just have to stop. And that's when I know to stop and do something else.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever turned down a client because the vibe wasn't right?
Absolutely.
Do you think clients confuse custom with copycat?
Yes.
Okay. And one last one. True or false? You should show clients your trade pricing.
False?
Yeah. It doesn't.
Because there's
like,
no such thing as we function as retailers.
Yeah, there's no trade pricing.
No.
What's one budget saving trick that still delivers luxury vibes?
Hire a designer.
Perfect. All right. On that note,
Yeah.
this has been a wonderful, fun time at TDX
I know,
Podcast.
I love it.
Yeah, I had a
can't
great
wait
time
till the
with you
next
today.
one. Me too.
Yeah.
Follow Daniel Home, Danny Russo, and Camille Cower, the E-Spot. And we'll be back soon. Happy designing.
Stay pretty.